Get ready for the smackdown. Get ready for the smackdown. How you gonna react when you're put on your back now? 'Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the smackdown.
Back, guys, to wrap up the final fights for this section. And this section is really taking a little longer than I wanted it to, and I apologize for that. But let's get right down to it, shall we? We have the Darkness, Jackie Estacado, versus Ichigo Kurosaki. Darkness versus Ichigo Kurosaki. This is a request from the Dark Prince 0001. So let's kick it off with a little bit of the Darkness. Let's run down what the Darkness brings to the dance. Alright, first of all, for anybody who doesn't know, just Jackie Estacado was a hitman for I'm forgetting the mob that he worked for, but unfortunately he was given the power of the Darkness on his 21st birthday. It's passed down from father to son. His father had it before him, and it can, if the wielder of the Darkness has sexual intercourse, he or she will die. I think he will die. The Darkness is an ancient force in the Image universe that belongs to the triad of power, and those three components are the Darkness, the Witchblade, and the Angelus. Okay, now with the Darkness embodied into Jackie is a force to be reckoned with. Okay, this guy basically, even without it, Jackie is very highly intelligent, but he's a ruthless killer. Yeah. But he's experienced with various weapons. He's a marksman as well, and that's without the Darkness. But when he's wielding the Darkness, he possesses all types of supernatural abilities you can think of. With the Darkness power, he's able to create anything he wants. Constructs become very solid to him. So the armor is like a construct of the Darkness. He can create various sentient beings like his Darklings, and they'll do his biddings. He's nearly invulnerable, very durable. I've seen this guy take tank fire up close and just walk away like nothing ever happened. Not even flinch, really. He's super strong, super enhanced strength, speed. Very, very much able to go toe-to-toe with the strongest powerhouses, which he has gone toe-to-toe with some powerhouses, including the Man of Steel himself, Superman. He is definitely pretty much a super strong force of darkness. That is his power. That's who he is. But his primary weakness is light. If there's light around, he can't use his abilities too much. He can't use the darkness powers. Darkness is his key. Light is his enemy. But when he's fighting at full strength, using, oh my God, be somewhere else. But there you go. Definitely a little bit about the Darkness that you all should know about. Jackie Estacado. So we move on to his combatant in this, and let's move on and that is none other than Ichigo Kurosaki from the manga anime series Bleach. Am I a Bleach fan? Yes, I am. I do like the characters in Bleach, and I do like Ichigo. Ichigo, one of the main characters. He definitely, you have to admire Ichigo's courage, his loyalty to his friends, which I definitely admire the most. He is a member of a group known as the Shikigami, and you think of them as like the police force of like ghosts and things like that. Oh, they call hollows, spirits, demons. Ichigo wields his Zambato, and Ichigo, as a Shikigami, Ichigo possesses a lot of abilities that increase that a normal human wouldn't have. So, example, he can sense evil. He can sense when someone is around their presence. He is super strong. His durability is increased. His speed, all his senses are heightened. And he also is pretty much a good wielder of with his Zambato. Though his power is great when he's just the standard, though he can increase. Most Shikigami are able to increase their strength by using Bankai, and Ichigo can use Bankai, but then he can even go further. When he puts on his hollow mask, and it can even go further than that. But Ichigo is a very good character. He's very young for his age. I believe Ichigo's only 17, while Jackie is 21, or he's still in his 20s. But Ichigo, great character. Little brash at times. He's a little headstrong. But when he's fighting, sometimes you start to see, while he's fighting, he starts to know his surroundings, and that's when the warrior comes out of him. But he's a little brash at times, a little headstrong too. So, battle breakdown between these. I gave you some factors on these two characters, their attributes and things like that. So the Dark Prince 0001 basically gives us this fight. This would be an interesting fight indeed, because seeing Ichigo as a Shikigami, and Ichigo meeting Jackie in his darkness form, that would be almost like a literal, like, whoa, okay, these two are gonna fight. So it's the power of the darkness, an ancient force, versus the power of a Shikigami. Pretty much. That's the basis of how you can sum this up. The question that you ask yourself in this fight is Jackie fast enough to stay with Ichigo? Is Ichigo strong enough to stay with Jackie? Is Ichigo's Zambato able to cut through Jackie's armor? At full strength, these two going at full strength, who will last the most? All those factors you put into this fight will play a factor into the outcome of it, in a sense. Especially when we use our heads and you don't think about a fight like this. Though in terms, we tend to think that most of the Bleach characters are very overpowered, but this is a very interesting fight indeed. I don't see these two really giving up. As long as there is darkness around Jackie, he'll be able to use the darkness power. And you gotta remember, barely, he can't die, really. He can't die. Ichigo can. He can die. So, when you think about that, it's gotta play those factors in as well. But I say I'm gonna stay out of this one, guys, and leave it up to you. to the side. I'm gonna stay neutral. I want to hear what you guys think of this. So, who do you feel would be the victor in this battle? The Darkness, Jackie Estacado, or Ichigo Kurosaki? And I want to thank the Dark Prince 0001 for the battle. Thank you very much. I will see you guys with the next fight. You know the slogan.